Hey, sonic booms and empty tombs, he is risen. You're supposed to say, he is risen indeed. Hey everybody, my name is John and welcome to ADITW, a day in the Word, the internet's favorite Bible study. Today has been a long time coming, people. At last, we have finally reached the final chapter of Matthew. When we started studying Matthew, it was still 2016. Obama was still the president. We did not have this painting or this couch. We have literally been studying Matthew for half of Bucket's life. But today, we finish it. Today we complete the story by talking about the resurrection. Ooh. Now, with Easter coming up, many of us know that the resurrection is something that happened. And many of us know that it's a pretty big deal for Christians. And today, I want to talk about exactly why that is. Today, I want to talk with you about what the resurrection means for you and I right now. But first, let's lay the groundwork. Please read Matthew 28, verses 1 through 10. Now first, I want to point out that this entire encounter with the angel happens early in the morning, which I can only assume means that God blesses early risers. About 70% of you hate me right now for saying that. But it's true, it's in the Bible. But at the opening of this passage, we find the two Marys in the garden, and the stone rolled away from the tomb, and the angel is sitting on top of the stone. And I personally love that little detail, that the angel is sitting on top of this stone that has been rolled away. Because I don't know if you know this, but God is above whatever is standing between death and new life for you. Whatever stone is keeping you in the grave today, whatever blockade is keeping you from experiencing new life in Christ, God's on top of it. Like, literally. But the part that I really want to focus on here is when the two Marys hear that Jesus has risen from the grave and they receive instructions to go and tell his disciples. And the text tells us that they departed quickly from the tomb with fear and great joy. Now, these two women were just told by an angel that a guy rose from the dead. This is not something that happens to them every day, I'm assuming. And yet these two women, they don't ask questions, they don't ask for clarification or proof, they just go. They heard the good news and they immediately wanted to share it. Oftentimes in our lives, when we encounter God in miraculous ways, we want to take time to understand the encounter completely before we start sharing it with others. But sometimes God calls us to move before we have all the answers. Sometimes he calls us to share his goodness before we're ready. But again, we can take heart because we read in the text that as the two Marys leave and begin to go to tell his disciples, Jesus meets them along the way. Being a disciple of Christ and an ambassador of his truth, it's not an easy thing for any of us fallen human beings to do. But what we learn here from the text is that when we take a step out in faith, God is going to meet us along the way and provide us with the faith and the assurance that we need. All right, now, I hope you're ready because we're about to read the final section. I'm sorry, I need a minute. Just read Matthew 28, verse 16 through 20. So here we have what is known as the Great Commission. And in it, Jesus instructs his disciples to do three things: make disciples, baptize them, and teach them what I taught you. In other words, the Great Commission is Jesus saying, go and do what I do. And this is exactly what a rabbi would do in this day when his students would graduate from their schooling. He would say, go and take everything that I have taught you and do the things that I do. And you know, oftentimes when we think about the resurrection, we only think about the fact that through it, we are granted eternal standing and intimacy with God. And of course, that is true, and that is awesome. But through the resurrection, God also transferred the mission and the power of Christ over to us. And now we are the ones who are called to go forth and to do what Jesus did and to make his resurrection known to the world. This is the life that Jesus has freed us to. A life lived forever in intimacy with God, and with the power of Christ living within us. Thank you all so much for watching another episode of A Day in the Word. I can't believe it. 28 plus weeks later, we have finished Matthew. I am so proud of all of you. Make sure, comment down below if you have watched every single episode of ADITW Matthew style. Comment down below and let me know. I want to hear from you. Before I go, I want to let you all know about my Cincinnati show that's coming up. April 23rd, I'm going to be in Cincinnati. I am putting on what I'm calling right now Jon Jorgenson Live. I'm going to be doing a lot of spoken word. I'm going to be telling a lot of stories. Also, afterwards, I'm going to be doing a Q&A, a meet and greet, selling books. Tickets are available in the description down below. If you are in the Cincinnati area, I want to see you. I want to meet you. I want to give you a high five. So please come to the show. That's all I have for you. Make sure to tune in next week. We're going to be doing a little Q&A about the Bible, and then make sure to tune in the week after that as we will be starting a brand new book. It's going to feel so good. I love you all. Keep being awesome.